I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
I can't emphasize this enough. Come down to the armory and constantly check on this guy. This guy right here, Cortez. You check on him. You, as in, plot-wise, actually check on him. He's also one of the other male romances for male chefs, if you're interested. Just so you know, you have a choice of either Caden or Cortez. But yes, I'll tell you why later on, because I don't want to give you spoilers. But seriously, just come down, talk to him, do the whole Paragon or Renegade thing, and everything will be double rainbow all the way. Now, the reason why, okay, I did come down here to talk to him, but one of the main reasons I came down here was, where's my sniper rifle? Was it a Viper? No, it wasn't the Viper. Mantis. Mantis is the right one. We are going to upgrade the hell out of that thing. If I can find it again. We can only upgrade it to level 5, but the maximum level is actually level 10. You can only do that once you've imported a level... Because I'm talking, I can't actually see where this thing is. There it is. You can only level it to level 10 if you import a Mass Effect 3 save and just play through everything again. But hey, it'll be fun because you are kind of like a demigod at that point. You can just obliterate everything in your way, and that is not an exaggeration, especially when you keep all of your weapons as they are, you keep your armor, you keep your stats. Basically, you're at the point when you finished Mass Effect 3 right at the beginning again, so I don't think you level up anymore because I think you hit a maximum level. But you can destroy everything. Okay, just double checking that I can't upgrade anymore. I'm not going to bother upgrading my pistol. That's not going to happen right now. And we are going to upgrade... Not upgrade, change the mods. And there you are. Yep. Sniper rifle piercing mod. What else have we got? Enhanced scope. Don't care about that. I may not be able to aim accurately through the smoke, but I will aim well enough that I don't have to worry about not hitting the enemy. And this thing will do enough damage that if it's a standard enemy, then yeah, I'll be fine. I can kill the enemy. Probably. I can't say for sure, but I can probably hit the enemy. Model Kodiak. Thermal clip, I don't really care about that. Yes to the pistol piercing mod. I definitely want that. Mostly for later on once I get that pistol from the Citadel DLC, because that will be so badass. I kid you not. And I also don't care about Metagel upgrades because I barely use those things. On the harder difficulties, sure. Upgrade the crap out of your Metagel supplies. But, nah, you'll be fine.
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot, sexy home. You take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted.
I just took you two on a mission. You were distracted? I'm never taking you with Edie ever again.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic.
I think he mentions it later on once you get to know him a little bit more.
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
You can actually find out about his family in the comics. You also find out how he first meets Shepard. There's not much to him meeting Shepard. I think it's just one panel in one of the comics, but there is a whole load about his backstory in there, which I thought was cool.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So I just give them a new one.
So, I'm a loco, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
I cannot dispute that, not one bit.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
I'm just noticing that. Fel Prime, Eden Prime. Is there a whole thing with the primes and planets? And how does that actually relate to the planets? Is it due to solar system status or what? Prime colonies? Maybe some of the first colonies ever sent out there, or a group? I'm actually going to have to read up on that, if I remember.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
I think I may have missed one of those out, but it's fine. Ah, there was a ship down here. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? I actually really should go up to the captain's cabin and make sure that I've got all of the ships. And check up on my little space hamster. My space hamster Pause. I went back and I made sure that Pause was his name. It is indeed Pause. Is there anything else that I can do? Captain's cabin. Let's check. Let us go check on Pause and the ships. What if you remember my previous idea of those ships, model ships, actually being able to kind of fly around? What if we put Pause on one of those? That would be brilliant. I'd love... This needs to be a thing. This needs to be an animation or something. Hey, buddy. Hi there. Hi. Come on. And that's why I named him Pause. That is why I called him Pause. And yes, I just flushed the toilet because I wanted to. I think there might be 2 more ships hidden on my ship, because I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure that this cabinet should be filled with all the ships that you find just stashed on the Normandy somewhere, but I don't recall where else they could be hidden. I always think there's one in the main battery, which is where Garrus is, but at the same time, Where am I going? Let's go to crew deck. Let's go check the main battery just to be sure. At the same time, I think I always go there thinking there's one just hidden in the back recesses, but there never is one. My memory's a little hazy with that. I did end up going around the entire ship. Plus, it'll be good to check up on him, as well as Liara, while we're there. You know, being the good captain, not... Well, actually, no. I guess it depends on what your view of a good captain is. I think a good captain should be, you know, be in with his troops, talk to them. Let's go to Garrus before I actually forget that I'm going there. You know, build a bond with them. That way, they have your back, you have theirs, and everybody's happy. But I guess I can also see the benefits of a captain who doesn't really bond with them, because I suppose at the end of the day, they're soldiers, and they're, I hate to say it, they're kind of expendable. You don't want them to be. I knew it, there's no ship here. That really does sound bad of me to say. I don't think they're expendable. They're soldiers. They're human lives as well, though. They should be valued as such. Well, okay, that's a bad phrasing. They're sentient beings. Sorry, Garrus. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that around you. I'm sorry. You're my bro. You are my best friend in this game.
One of the worst parts of this war is watching the kids react. If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers.
Garrus, quick question. Why are you thinking about kids? Do you have a kid you're not telling us about? Or, I guess, a family member who has kids. That also makes sense. Oh, I never showed you this. Hold on, stop right there. You, salute. Thank you. On your way. Carry on, soldier. That is the guy I told you about. His job is basically to walk around in a giant circle and salute you.
You're positive you
That's
don't
what
want
he's
to come
paid
over
for.
and talk.
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus.
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Let's take a look at some of the stuff first. Ooh, Liara, you've been nosy. David, you won't get this for a while unless you find an extranet connection working on Earth. I've made it out of this this weapon we're building? Oh, the Crucible, right. For some weird reason I was thinking a gun. She's like, okay. The device isn't even halfway complete, and it's the most breathtakingly complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care for my sake. You two are definitely together. You are a thing. Jack to Sanders. I don't really feel like reading all of this out. Mainly because I know I'm just going to keep screwing it up and stalling. So I'm just going to talk over it, leave it there long enough for you to hopefully read through all of it. Then again, you are watching a video. You can pause if you so choose. So I am moving on. Alliance Interrogator 1. Check this. Oh, talking about the Cerberus operatives. There's not much to this, really. We'll actually find out about it on the next main story mission, if I remember correctly, right towards the end. I don't remember. It's the Solarian homeworld. I do remember that, or at least it's where one of their main STG bases is. Prothean notes, bleh. Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. He took the look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on the edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? Nice. Oh, P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. Yes. Should I... Hey, Liara, should I reply to this email for you? Is that fine? Should I give lots of X's and O's on it? I wonder if her and him
again,
became
Shepard.
a thing without Shepard being, in the way, so to speak, I guess, or whether they just stayed as friends.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What
Have we
happened?
been through this?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't
Nice.
think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
This is the problem with replaying this game so many times and then deciding to record it. I don't remember what I've talked about on camera with Liara. Okay. What's
What
new?
have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started... The Protheans
Skipping.
were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
It is really hard to decide whether I've talked about these things with her or not. I just don't... I do remember, and that's the problem. I remember talking to her about these things, but I don't remember if those memories were from on camera or not. This. Do we have... No, I didn't think we did, but it's good to be optimistic. I'm leaving, Glyph. Talk to you later, Glyph. Oh, okay, bye. Let's check life support. Yes! Okay, that's one of the ships. There's gotta be one more lurking around on this Normandy somewhere. Maybe in the men's room. Also, a noticeable change from the last game. Commander Shepard can no longer go into the female restroom. Darn it, they've locked him out. They know things. They know too much. Alright, maybe in here. Guys, have you seen a ship anywhere? Little model ship. Not really sure what it is, but you know it's a model ship, you can't miss it. Or did you steal it from my office? Did you steal it from my bedroom? Because we got things to talk about. I don't want you on the ship anymore if you did steal it. Nothing here. I'm pretty sure there's not meant to be anything in the observation decks. I also find it interesting that we've got 2 observation decks, but I guess it would be unfair to give one crew member this spectacular view. Plus, this way, we get kind of a quiet lounge area and this party zone, which has got a sunbed, maybe? I don't know. Maybe you watch movies in there, which is kind of cool, I suppose, although a little trippy. You've got the bar area, and you've got the poker table, which should really be a pool table. Just saying, it should really be a pool table. Although, I've just noticed there's nowhere to actually keep your chips. It's not one of those kinds of pool tables. No, damn it. Pool table on the mind. Pool table on the mind. Poker table. Aw, I just charged you. How are we in this thing already? How? Okay, clearly the battery on my plug-and-play kit is just dying. So I guess I'm gonna have to get a new one of those. Normally, every time I play the Xbox, I leave the plug-and-play kit, plugged in and charging, so that whenever I do actually record an LP, the battery is supposed to be full and should last me however long I choose to record. So apparently that's not the case anymore. Apparently all the battery just leaks out and flows into the air. Well, I guess maybe it's a sign. I think now would be a good enough time to cut off the recording, and next time we will finally hit Eden Prime like Iron Man doing a ground pound. That's what's going to happen. We're going to land, we're going to knock out everybody, we're going to take our prize, and we're going to go. Probably not going to go as smoothly as that, but I'm ambitious. I have high hopes. Anyway, I shall see you guys next time.